Check, check, check. Bum, bum, bum. Microphone check, microphone checker. 1, 2, checker. Riggedy row. Ooh, scammer there again. Go, yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood, the Heaven Hollywood podcast, the Heaven Hollywood Experience, aka the King of Media Podcast. Thank you, Tori. Hey, Tori. Hey, Ashanti. It's the Heaven Hollywood Podcast, aka the Heaven Hollywood Experience, aka the King of Media Podcast, aka the Narrative Destroyer. If you do not like a content creator getting passionate about what he's discussing, it's best you click off now. If you do not like a content creator that does not go with the get along, go along gang, it's best you click off now. If you do not like actual and factual stats and facts, it's best you click off now. What's up, Alexis? What's up, Marcel? What's up, Tori? What's up, Ashanti? I'm going to let people come in. Strong Island in the house, New York, stand the F up. I just got to finish out this disclosure. So when I get to talking, I don't start seeing stuff like, why are you yelling? And, oh, you're lying. Everything I present to you in my lives are facts. When I'm stating an opinion, I will start it with, I think, or I believe, and then my opinion will come. Just to teach everybody who's never been in a discussion or a debate, an opinion can't be wrong. So you can't say, you're loud and you're wrong. If I say, in my opinion, DOJACAT is a whatever. So just to give everybody a little schooling on debating and conversating, your opinion can't be wrong. There's no such thing as a wrong opinion. An opinion is like buttholes. Everybody has one. But if you say it's a fact and then you state something that is not a fact, then you're wrong. Then you're lying. We don't do that. Thank you, Angel Aguilera. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Hold on. This is not something that Heaven Hollywood created. This is not something that I created. I'm a content creator, and this is content. This is something that could have been simply squashed. Simply squashed. But when people get caught up in things they should not be caught up in, right? She should have simply just never responded. And in case you don't know what we're talking about Doja Cat, the quote-unquote superstar or superstar to be big star, one of the biggest stars of 2021, 2022. A lot of people call her the top pop girl. A lot of people call her the top female rapper. I am not one of those people. She's a very talented individual. Will never take that from her. I don't take people's personal, the way they act personally, or what they say or do personally. I never tie that to their talent. I'll never take away the credibility of someone's talent based on whether I like them personally or not. I've never done that with Doja Cat. I haven't done it with anyone else. Whether I like you or not personally, you will never see me hating on what type of skill you have, or if you're talented, or if you make great music. Doja Cat is very talented. She's one of the biggest stars right now that we have in the music business. However, personally wise, she's not a person that I like. She's a person that I've never really liked personally, from what I've seen and shown. Don't know her, never met her. So when you don't know someone and never met someone, the character can only be judged by what they have shown. And when you reveal yourself to me, that's all I need to see, if I don't know you. So to me, this whole entire time, Doja Cat has been on borrowed time anyway. She's been on borrowed time anyway. In my opinion, and there's that statement, in my opinion, she's been on borrowed time. Because there are things that if other artists done, they would have been out of here already. But I do remember saying that Doja Cat was going to be the female Drake. But here's the difference. When it comes to the subject and discussion that we're having today, Drake has never come out of his mouth and said, I don't resonate with my black side. Do you know what would have happened if Drake would have said that? Do you think black people would still be listening to Drake right now if he said, I don't resonate with my black side? I'm sorry. I was raised by a white mother. So was Drake. I lived in a predominantly white area. So did Drake. So for that reason, I don't resonate with my black side. That's the excuse Doja Cat gave when she got caught up in the racist chat room thing. And we're not going to spend too much time on that. When she got caught up in the racist chat room situation, she said, I spend most of my time growing up in a white area. So I only hang out with who I know. Right? It doesn't matter. Does not matter what Joseph seen on Twitter. Joseph Quinn, his friend, controls his IM. Don't matter. We're not at Joseph Quinn yet. So my point is, and my problem with Doja Cat has always been, she came out and basically said on more than one occasion, basically, she's not black. She doesn't resonate with her black side. And if she wants to continue to remind you that she carries and acts upon life as a white woman by saying, I date what I know. I date white. I'm attracted to men that I was raised around. So that's why I'm attracted to white skateboarder type dudes. That's fine. That's fine. Right? Because when you bring up her preference, here comes biracial Twitter or whoever else cates for Doja Cat, and they say she can date white men. She's biracial. She's entitled to date white men. She is half white. But then when she gets caught up in a scandal, now she's black. But I thought she was biracial. So I came across this article on Lipstick Alley. Shout out to Lipstick Alley because it seemed to have the only people with sense. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. So there's an article here, and it says, Twitter says Doja Cat is being villainized as a black woman. Here goes this person, and of course they have a light-skinned black woman in their profile. Of course it was going to be Beyonce or Nicki Minaj in the profile, or another biracial person. Beyonce as the profile. It's so funny how y'all try to villainize and attack black women for being reasonably upset and uncomfortable and try to paint them aggressive. Noah Snap had no right sharing Doja Cat's DMs without permission for a TikTok without consulting her. Of Doja Cat responding, basically calling Noah a snake, a weasel. That's borderline snake shit. You just don't do that. That's borderline snake shit. Trying to deter the real conversation. The real conversation is, why are you calling a 17-year-old a snake? Why were you DMing a 17-year-old who you knew was 17? Because I knew he was 17, and I don't even watch Stranger Things. So when she tried to get out ahead of it, she said, first of all, Noah's a kid. He can't be no older than 21. First of all, you knew good and damn well that boy was not 21. You had to think of a good enough age to justify you DMing him. That's why you said 21. Because 21 is not a kid. Second of all, your excuse for hitting up that 17-year-old did not fly. when he clearly tried to blow you out of his DM by saying, why don't you hit him up yourself? Why are you hitting me up? Right? You saw the DM. You saw the kid say, climb in his DM. So at that moment, Doja Cat should have got the hint that this kid is like, why are you hitting me up to talk to him? She responds with, I don't know his Twitter. Does he even have a Twitter or Instagram? Doja Cat, let me ask you a question. How'd you find Noah's Twitter? How'd you find Noah's Instagram? Noah's last name is spelled, unless you actually have hit him up before, I had to look up his last name to see how it was spelled. So, unless you had DM'd him before, why would you have Noah's DM and Twitter on hand? He doesn't tweet no more than Joseph Quinn does. So, how would you find out Noah's Twitter or Instagram unless you looked him up? I typed in JOS on Instagram, and you know the first person that came up? Joseph Quinn. He was the first person that came up when I Googled just for research, just to say, let me see if Doja Cat has a point. Let me see if this dude doesn't have an Instagram. I put in JOS, Joseph Quinn, the first person to come up. So now she goes on to try to get ahead of it and start saying he was doing some snake shit, and that's kind of like a power move, an exploitive move. Again, why were you DMing a 17-year-old to contact a grown man? You couldn't find anyone else? If you just wanted to talk to him, you couldn't find anyone else to contact him? It was only the 17. Is Noah the only cast member on Stranger Things? Or did she contact Noah because she contacted him before? Help me out. Did that Twitter, that message that Noah put out there, did it say, hey, I'm Doja Cat? Did it say any of that? Nice to meet you. Hey, let me ask you something. Why would she assume that Noah knew who she was? Because her name doesn't even say Doja Cat on Twitter. You have to look at her at for it to say, for you to notice that it's Doja Cat. She always has some other weird name, and then you have to look at the at to even notice that it's Doja Cat. Because she DMs you, it comes up as a different name. So I will give you what I think happens. And again, this is my opinion based on how I know they get down in Hollywood and how they've been getting down in Hollywood for years. To me, that is giving grooming technique, because that's how it starts. You DM someone underage on some quote unquote innocent shit. Hey, can you skip me to Joseph? What I am to believe was, if Noah had never exposed these tweets, Doja Cat would have again at some point DM'd Noah on some more innocent shit. That's how it starts. Drake DM'd Billie Eilish on some innocent shit, but he got dragged. That's how it starts. Keep that same energy. Because if this was if this was Justin Bieber, right? If this was Justin Bieber, we won't even say Justin Bieber, he's white. Let's say this was a mixed black person, a biracial black person. We already used Drake. Somebody else who's considered black, but they're mixed. If this was Lenny Kravitz isn't really a good example because not a lot of people consider him black either. But if this was any other 26-year-old celebrity DMing a 17-year-old, the first thing they would say is, why are you DMing that 17-year-old girl? You couldn't find any other way to get to this grown woman? Of course there's people agreeing with her. Of course there's people agreeing with her. Biracial women, and I guarantee you, mostly every woman agreeing with her are either white, biracial women, or if they're black women, they're women who like Nicki Minaj or Beyonce, or both. I don't see any regular black women who really get villainized. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. They try to bring up and say she's getting villainized as a black woman. Do you know what all of the women say when you say, why does she date why does she only like white men? What do everyone say? She's mixed. She is part white, isn't she? She's entitled to like white men. But then the moment she's caught up in a scandal, the moment she's backed into a corner, the moment she's caught doing something suspect, what's the first thing they run to? They're trying to villainize her because she's a black woman. But you said she was biracial. That's her reason for liking white men. But now when she's caught doing this, she's black. Lady Tifa, I'm just letting you know the type of women who are defending her. That's all. I didn't say it had anything to do with it. My point is, the type of women defending her, you can look for yourself. I will guarantee you 95% of them are a Nicki Minaj fan, a Beyonce fan, or both. That's my point. I didn't bring Nicki Minaj into it. I brought her fans into it. And we're not going to do this today. You're not going to try to make it about, I said her fans. You're not going to try to come and try to make this about Nicki Minaj. Because you're going to get the hell up out of here quick. I'll tell you that right now. You don't come in my live questioning why I'm bringing something up. If that's going to be the case, I'll have the moderators get you up out of here now. Here's the bottom line. Thank God we have people like Lipstick Alley, the people that are on Lipstick Alley who has some sense. First question, when did she become black? Thank you. I'll tell you when she became black. When there's a scandal. When there's a scandal. Just like the last time. Just like the last time. When it's a scandal, they're dragging her because she's black. Not true. Because Lady Tifa, so you're going to tell me white women are making threads? Oh, you're villainizing her because she's a black woman? So you're going to tell me a white woman made that thread? That wouldn't make sense. That would not make sense. Yeah, real black women. Black women that don't have an agenda. That's what I said. Totally agree. Black women that do not have an agenda are disagreeing. The biracial women want to gaslight every single time there is an issue. When does she become black? First of all, why are you fussing with a child? These are the people I need around. Does this light-skinned foot even call herself a black woman? My question exactly. I wish these older celebrities would stop forming friendship with child celebrities. She doesn't need to be in Noah's DM about anything. Totally agree. Black woman? Black woman? Question mark. 30-year-olds shouldn't be private messaging high school kids to get fixed up or discuss attraction in the first place. Totally agree. This S is weird. Stop interacting with children like they. She's damn near 10 years older than him. Totally agree. Does this light-skinned fool even call herself a black woman? Only when she's apologizing. Remember the last time she got caught? I have black hair woman. After she got caught saying, what's so good about being black? Y'all forgot that, huh? Clearly a deflection tactic argument to absolve Doja for acting like a clown. Totally agree. No one is harassing Doja P-Cat. She's all over the internet gaslighting and manipulating a teenage boy. She's lucky that LSA are the only ones who see clearly what she was up to. Here's the bottom line. If that boy, I believe, would have never released those DMs, I truly believe she would have been DMing him again. Grooming tactics. Grooming tactics. When you clearly could have hit Joseph Quinn up yourself. Like I said, I typed in Joseph Quinn just to see if I was bugging. Just to see if, oh, DOJACAT has a point. His name doesn't come up. That excuse does not fly. Then she tries to think of an age where she won't look weird. And judging from those DMs that he exposed, I'm willing to bet. I am willing to bet. And if she don't stop, it may come out even further. I'm willing to bet that was not the first time she's ever DM'd Noah. I'm willing to bet that that is not the first time she ever DM'd Noah. It sounds like to me, it looks like to me, she was trying to build a rapport. Build a rapport with this teenage kid. Groom him as he's 17 going into 18. Right. And here's the bottom line as far as the whole N-word thing goes. Zoe Saldana is also mixed, right? Zoe Saldana is also mixed. If you look at Zoe Saldana, she constantly gets dragged anytime she mentions a black issue. Oh, now you're black? Oh, you're only black when it's convenient. You don't consider yourself a black woman. She was constantly dragged for only dating white men. You're not black. But French Montana ain't black. Be rich. French Montana is not black. So, why is it that she doesn't get dragged? If she's black, right? If she's black and the only thing she dates are whites, then how come she doesn't get dragged like Michael B. Jordan? How come she doesn't get dragged like Michael B. Jordan for dating non-black? If she's black, that's what people say. She's black, right? If she's black and she don't date black, how come she don't hate herself? Like the black men get dragged. That show that black women say only date white or only date non-black women. How come she doesn't hate herself? All I've seen was, oh, well, she didn't grow up around her father, so she has self-hate issues because her black father abandoned her. Yes, black women consider her black. I've seen black women defending Doja Cat. It had to be a black woman who made that thread on Twitter. I see plenty of black women in my comments defending Doja Cat. You have to remember something. Doja Cat, the majority of her fans are not white. People may think that. She's got a lot of white fans, but they came on once she started making pop music. And my point has always been with everybody, and this is the point that I made before. It ain't what you're made out of. It's what you resonate as. Stacey Dash skin is darker than Doja Cat. Do we consider Stacey Dash a white woman? I mean, a black woman? No, we don't. No, we don't. Why not? Why not? Why don't we consider Stacey Dash a black woman? She's mixed. We consider her white, right? Because she resonates as a white woman. Sage Steele, right? Sage Steele, if you don't know who she is, she's on ESPN. She's a mixed black woman, but she's conservative. She's married to a white husband. She's always going against black men. She don't like black men. She hates the Black Lives Matter movement. She hates whenever and social injustice comes out. She takes the police side. No one considers her black. No one considers her black. No, Candace Owens is just a delusional black woman. She's totally different because she's all black. I don't think Candace Owens is mixed with anything. So when they're just fully mixed and they just act white, to me, they just want to be whites. That's a totally different thing. We used to call them double W's. She want to be white, but she's not. That she's just a delusional. She's a delusional black woman. Thank you, Dolly. So the bottom line is she needs the same energy as we gave Drake. And I am the biggest Drake fan. My first ever Twitter account that was just Heaven Hollywood had 50K followers on it. I got suspended because I dragged Drake. Now, granted, I used the profanity. Should not have been using profanity. That's the reason, the real reason why they suspended me. But I was dragging him for DMing or texting Millie Bobby Brown and Billie Eilish. I was telling him it's giving off pedophilia behavior. I was telling him what's he doing, DMing a child. I was that disappointed that Drake got caught up in something like that I killed him on Twitter. And right now, Drake's my favorite artist. killed him on Twitter, and my account got suspended for it. But Drake, no. Drake resonates as a black person because he said it. If you say you're black and you don't try to use white as a privilege, Drake said, how come I don't get looked upon as my accomplishments as a black person? Like I said, it's not whether you're mixed or not. It's what you resonate as. So if you're black and white, you have the right to pick what you resonate as. For instance, Slash from the group Guns N' Roses. Does anybody consider Slash black? No. No. No one considers Slash from Guns N' Roses as half black. Nobody. If you don't look it up, you can't even tell. You would not even know. Exactly. Crispin said he didn't even know. If you didn't hear someone say it, or if you're not a little older, you would never even know, unless you go to its Wikipedia, you would never even know that this dude is half black because he resonates as a white man. Doja Cat, by saying she only dates white men, she only resonates in how she was brought up and where she lives, and what's so cool about being black. I haven't seen the reason. And then she's up in chat rooms with all white people, and the one black dude that's in there, she treated like crap and called ugly. The one black dude that was in there, she treated like crap. She resonates as a white chick. That's the reason why in the music world, they're not going to drag her, because they like the fact that she says she doesn't like black men. The music industry in general have a certain set of white women that the moment they show some sort of attraction or love to a black man, they're going to be done with them. Why do you think the whole entire industry loves Marilyn Monroe and hates Kim Kardashian, and they're basically the same freaking person? Why do you think Marilyn Monroe is worshipped by white people and Kim Kardashian is villainized by white people? Why do you think? Marilyn Monroe was a bigger whore than Kim Kardashian. You sleep with the president and his brother. And almost every single person in Hollywood. Marilyn did not show love to blacks in public. In public. How many pictures does Marilyn Monroe have with blacks in public? Marilyn had no talent and respected actor. No, she was not. Marilyn Monroe did not get famous from her acting. She was already acting and she was not famous. She did not get famous until Hugh Hefner found her in a park and took nude pictures of her and put her in Playboy. She had already been in movies. She could not act. She could not act. Stop it. She could not sing. She could not act. The only reason Marilyn Monroe was famous was for her face, her sex appeal. Because if anybody else would have got up on that mic and said, "Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you." Happy birthday, Mr. President. Would y'all have said they could sing? If Lizzo does that, are y'all going to say Lizzo could sing? Stop it. Stop it. Why did that get over? Because she could sing? Took up for blacks. She did not date black men. We're not talking about taking up for blacks. Was she ever seen in public other than that one picture that got scrubbed from the internet? Has she ever been seen in public dating a black man? No. I shouldn't say black people. Doja Cat's been seen with black women herself. She's been seen with black men. She's worked with black men. I said dated. 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 That one black picture, and like I said, I already know how they go down in Hollywood. You don't. You've never spent a day in the entertainment industry. So how are you going to tell me? And there are certain white women who have already been told, do not be seen in public with a black man as your boyfriend. Anybody ever wonder why Adele all of a sudden has seemingly lost popularity? Anybody wonder that? Anybody wonder why all of a sudden Adele just lost popularity? All of a sudden she's getting dragged for canceling events. Her album, nobody's talking about it no more. The moment she went public with that black boyfriend, the moment she went public with that black boyfriend, her popularity started dipping. She is nowhere near as popular as she was. Music was the same old drawn out, woe is me music. So you can't say the music changed. You can't say the music changed. Some other comments. Ladies, music is baffling. Shit is weird. Stop interacting with children like they're your peer group. It's giving Arrested Development. These fan accounts only call biracial blacks when they want to victimize or want black people to support them. Facts. It's nothing black about Doja or Garcelle's son. These tweets are harmful to real black women because 9 times out of 10, those losers start going in on real black women while biracials laugh or like the comment. Going down their page just screams miserable Gen Z. Maya Lee. I'm going to make sure I hit her up. and give her props for that post. Facts. This is exactly how female predators or women with predatory-like behavior get to work around in plain sight. She was trying to build. Is this not what I said? She was trying to build some type of rapport with that boy. And you can't, she may have seen my tweet, and you can't convince me different. If he didn't expose those tweets, she would have been in his DMs in another day about something else innocent, and it would have kept progressing. I can't find his page, so I need your help. But he found the page immediately part triggered me. It's giving a predator trying to disarm a victim by dumbing themselves down to have the victim/child help them. Facts. 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 So here comes, like she did with the other incident, the villainized black woman, kind of like Jordan Woods. Jordan Woods pulled this same crap. When she fell out with the Kardashians, Kylie was her best friend. All her friends were white. All her friends were white. You never saw Jordan Woods, right? You never saw Jordan Woods with any black women before the Kardashian fallout, right? She was hanging with Stassi, Kylie, that other chick that's with the football player, and the white dudes that were Kylie's friends, right? That was her friends. Once she fell out with the Kardashians, and then she goes to Red Table Talk. Now she needs the black sympathy. Oh, it's the way they came down on a black woman. And then all of the black women who hate the Kardashians, who were killing Jordan Woods before, they all run to Jordan's defense. Oh, look how Khloe is coming at a black woman. And then all of a sudden, who's she hanging out with? Ryan Destiny, Lori Harvey. Now all of a sudden, all her friends are black. When the only thing Jordan Woods has ever done, the only thing she has ever done was hang and date either white guys or mixed guys. White guys or mixed guys. And everyone was calling her a wannabe Kylie, a white girl, an Oreo. Anything disrespectful, my moderator is going to give you a chance. But if she keeps saying disrespectful stuff in the chats, you're going to be up out of here. Don't come up in my chat room being disrespectful. Don't come on my live be disrespectful. Go take that somewhere else. And right, Carl is mixed. Devin Booker, mixed. Now, because this thing about she only dates white men keep coming up, right? Let me give you a suggestion about what's going to happen. And when this happens, I want people keeping the same energy they kept with Michael B. Jordan. I want people saying, publicity stunt. She's just doing that so people don't say she don't like black men. All right? When she shows up next in a relationship with a black guy, I want everyone saying, oh, she's just trying to pander to the black men because they all said she didn't like black men. I don't want y'all saying, see, she likes black men. She never said that. She never said that. And who wants Doja to date black men? I could care less whether she dates black men or not. It's not even about her dating black men. It's about the way people respond to it. If you only date white men, then you need to resonate as white all the time. I could care less whether Doja Cat date black men or not. As I said, I can speak for myself. I've never been attracted to Doja Cat. Ever since she first came out, she's not attractive to me. I think I may have posted one picture of Doja Cat the whole time she's been out, and was like, "Oh, she looks nice. She looks nice in this picture." She's always came across as weird. I said you can go back to my videos back when she just had Moo out. I've always said, and anyone that's been in my lives will confirm, I've always said she looks like she stinks. She looks rank. There's something about her just looks rank. She looks like she goes days without showering. I don't know whether she does or not, but she just looks like she does. I've never said, oh yeah, I like Doja Cat. Never. Even before I found out she didn't like black men. I've never liked Doja Cat that way. So I don't know which black men still like Doja Cat or still think, oh, Doja Cat's thick, that and the other. Regardless, it's not about her dating white men. But if you are dating white men, you're going to have to, you resonate as a white woman, as far as I'm concerned. But Doja Cat now sees that she has a certain black fan base that's going to support her. So that's why whenever she's in trouble, she panders to the black audience. And y'all let her know by letting her off the hook when she got caught up in them racist chat rooms, when she got caught saying, I don't know what's so cool about being black, when she got caught saying, I didn't do nothing, when she got caught saying, agreeing with Trump, saying that the pandemic was fake, and slamming Black Lives Matter, and then her dumb ass caught COVID like 2 weeks later, saying, I'm not wearing no mask. This is made up. This is fake. And then she weaseled her way out of the whole racist chat room thing by having the people that were with her in the chat room come forth and say, I've never seen her engage in any racist. Of course they're going to say it. Those are her friends, and they didn't want to bust her out. But when you Google and research the type of chat room she was in, those are usually for incels, white supremacists. That's what iChat became. That's why most of the blacks left it. It became a room where mostly QAnon hung out, white supremacists hung out. That's why you hardly ever see any blacks left on iChat. That's why the room that she was in, there was only one black person. Thanks a lot, Marie. There was only one black person. They were all racist, all of them. But because it went public, they didn't want to be the ones to bust Doja Cat out. She wiggled her way out of that. She wiggled her way out of, I don't know. That's who I like. Because I don't resonate as black, even though she's got a black father. Go research those rooms. Thank you. Tiny Chat is racist. Go research those rooms. All you have to do is research tiny chat rooms and speak to people who used to be in them. The reason why the majority of black people left Tiny Chat is because it became predominantly racist. There's plenty of women whose black father abandoned them. There's women whose white father abandoned them too. Don't want to use that as no excuse. She's a grown woman. Grown woman. There's plenty of people whose father abandoned them, black and white. No excuse. She's still half black. So because her black father abandoned her, so she should be racist towards black men? I don't know what type of crap you're smoking. Thank you. She navigates this world as a white woman. And the industry considers her a white woman. She said herself, she lives as a white woman. All her friends are white, except industry friends. All her main friends are white or probably mixed. She dates what she knows, is what she said. Let's go back to more. One thing about biracials, they'll be black when it's convenient and fits their narrative. Facts. Facts. Why the F was she a grown woman DMing little boy anyway? So the people that's in here defending her, I don't see y'all nowhere on here because I haven't seen not one comment defending her yet. But they'll hang out on biracial Twitter. Someone said the same thing. I notice whenever anyone points out her preference, the defense is always that she's mixed. But whenever she's caught in a scandal, she's black. That's what I said. I quoted this person. I don't have an issue with the former. She can date whom she wants. I said the same thing. But the lack of consistency is just silly to me. When she's conveniently attacked, she reverts back to black. She needs to change her name from Tragic Mulatto Cat to Sexual Deviant Cat. She has effed up fetishes, race, and age play, and is a self hating biracial. This ain't black women's fight. Doja Cat is a white woman through and through. She's weird for beefing with a child. She's weird for sending a child thirsty messages about his coworkers. She's an inappropriate weirdo. In general, honestly, she has some audacity playing victim. And people come at me for bringing it up. This ain't Heaven Hollywood saying this. This ain't Heaven Hollywood saying this. We never said, and now I'm getting ready to kill that. A Tan S. We never said she hated black men. We said she only dates white men. And you can go find that. I'm not going to find it for you. That's on an interview, came out of her mouth. Now, where's the proof that Michael B. Jordan said he hates black women? But he gets dragged, don't he? Where's the proof of Michael B. Jordan saying, I hate black women? But don't he get dragged? He's never said that. He's never said that. He's never once said he hates black women or he don't date black women. But he still gets dragged for being a colorist and called a colorist. So I don't want to hear that. Oh, she never said she don't like she hates black men. No, she never said she hated black men, but she said she only dates what she knows. And I grew up in whatever state she said. All my friends were white. All the guys I was attracted to and dated were white, were skateboard white guys. So if it's just a preference, why do I see black people say, "Oh, Drake, there goes Drake again, dating another light skin, another light skinned black girl, or another girl who isn't black, only wants to use the black community, only wants to use black people to support his music." What's Doja Cat doing? What's Doja Cat doing? Ain't she doing the same thing? Exactly. Drake has dated all shades women. Oh, but of course he has a baby. When he had the baby, they said, I seen people saying, "Oh, of course he has a baby with a non-black woman." And if people did their research on Michael B. Jordan instead of listening to people online, they will know that if Michael B. Jordan has had multiple black girlfriends, multiple. Yeah, but Drake was mad about the baby, not because the baby was half white. Drake was mad about the baby because who the baby mama was, not because the baby mama was non-black. He was mad about the baby because he didn't mean to have a baby. He didn't mean to get her pregnant. Nope. Thornbirds and his no, I do not, unless white people start dragging her. You see? The only reason why it may affect her is that this dude is a white dude. Thank you. He's attracted to women of all races. When they asked Michael B. Jordan, and I don't want to get too far off topic, when they asked Michael B. Jordan about what type of women he dates, he said, "I like my women like I like my ice cream. Chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Vanilla fudge." He said, "I like women like my favorite ice cream. My favorite ice creams are chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, and vanilla fudge." That's black and white to me. That's all races. He didn't say, "Oh, I like women like ice cream, vanilla." So again, it don't matter if she dates white men. But why do you do you call white men niggas too? Or are you just doing that to pander to the black audience by saying niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, and referring to your boyfriend or your man as your nigga in music? So do you call white boys nigga too? Because it's usually niggas is usually black men or black people talking to each other. I haven't seen too many white women call white boyfriends nigga. Thank you, Dolly. That is my assistant, Dolly, the best assistant in the world. Y'all make sure you are leaving a like. I never post my Cash App. I never ask for Cash App. But if y'all want to be generous and support the channel, that's the Cash App. If you're not going to Cash App, at least hit the like button coming through the door. I got to find out how Lovely T, shout out to Lovely T, black woman doing it. I got to find out how Lovely T be getting all them Cash Apps and Super Chats. Because Lovely T don't even come on live that much. And she come on, then bang, 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 bang. Shout out to Lovely T. Them big old titties. I like some Lovely T. Right, but Alicia Keys is mixed, not black. But Alicia Keys resonates as a black woman. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. Alicia Keys will tell you she's black. She's a black woman. Alicia Keys doesn't say, "I'm a mixed woman." Alicia Keys identifies as a black woman. Through here, I don't think you can pin Dolly through hold on. I don't think you can pin through StreamYard. Britannis, 3 comments above. Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you, Dolly. So I don't understand why she is being brought up. She gets dragged all the time. So I don't understand why she's being brought up. Zoe Daniel is literally raised in DR. Because Zoe Saldana, yeah, she was raised in the DR, right? But she made a comment one time about black people. She made a comment that, about black women, such and such. That's the only reason why I said she gets dragged all the time. Because she made a comment about protecting black women when that whole thing with Megan happened. And people, that's why I said, because she made a comment, the reason why I said she gets dragged is because she made a comment about black women. She has been dragged by black women. That's what I'm telling you. What are you talking about? You're going to say she hasn't been dragged? Go look at the thread. You're going to ask the question, and then when I answer the question, you're going to tell me no, they didn't. Why the hell would I bring it up? The hell are you talking about? No, it was Sandy Newton too. I already responded. Now, if they're going to keep bashing that, I responded to that already, and that's why I brought it up. Okay. No, I'm not dead wrong. I'll tell you, you know who's dead wrong? You. And I'll say one more thing and you up out of here. Go look on Twitter during that comment, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Right, and I've always, in the same thing with Drake. I've always said Drake gets privilege. He also gets privilege. If that had been anyone else that did blackface, right? If that had been anyone else that did blackface, it would not have just flew off them like Teflon Don. So the same energy, let's go back to the comments. No damn all of that. He is a child. She had no right to message him about his coworker when she could have reached out to Eddie herself. And at 5 a.m. at that, the boy is a high schooler. They can miss me with that victim BS. She was weird and creepy. Period. Period. You're sitting there asking him, does he have a girlfriend? After he said, why don't you hit him up yourself? He gave her the Twitter and she says, does he have a girlfriend? When you put that out there, you said, oh, you didn't mean for him to dispose the private messages. But you went and put it out there that you thought he was fine as F. So why would you not think that a 17-year-old is going to use that as clout? Of course he's going to use it as clout. Of course he's going to use it as clout. The same reason how when Billie Eilish exposed that Drake text her, did anybody run and criticize Billie Eilish for exposing Drake's text messages or exposing the fact that Drake texted her? No. And that was just as honest as, that was just as innocent as Doja Cat's innocent tweet. Just as honest as Doja Cat's innocent tweet. But no one ran to Billie Eilish and said, oh, why are you exposing Drake's text? No one ran and said that. They said, Drake, why are you texting a 16-year-old? Or Billie Eilish may have been 17 by that time. She was either 16 or 17. They ran and said, why are you texting that 17-year-old? They never said anything to Billie Eilish about why are you exposing Drake's text messages to you? But now they're trying to come at the 17-year-old. Oh, you should have never exposed the fact that Doja DM you. That's snake shit. She did say anti-black stuff. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. What's so good about being black? And I don't resonate with black. I resonate with white. And then the whole didn't do nothing thing that she wiggled her way out of and act like she had no idea what it meant. When everybody was tweeting that on Twitter, making fun of Sandra Bland with the didn't do nothing. And then she tweeted it the exact way it was spelled when people made fun of Sandra Bland. Those tweets came back, and then she tried to act like, oh, I didn't know that they had anything to do with that. How did you know how to spell it the same exact way? Go look for it. That's been out there for so long. Go look for it. It's out there. Go look for it. You know how old that is? That's already been brought up. All you got to do is Google and find the tweets where she said it. That's why she did the live and said, listen, I got black. How can I not like being black? Because people brought her to task and she said, I got black hair. I got black skin. No one's hurting your heart because you're talking nonsense and no one's listening to. So you can keep tweeting, typing those novels, but you're not hurting anyone's heart. When you're having the discussion, you're not hurting anyone's heart. No one's even really reading all you're writing, to be honest. No one's using, again, who's this? Tan or whatever. Okay, if you keep on gaslighting, you're going to be up out of here too. Who's using the natural hair as a drag? I said that was her response. If you're not listening, I said that was her response to people dragging her about her saying, listen, can you understand? What is so good about being black? I resonate with white. I only resonate with what I know. Did you understand that? I said it slow. Did you understand that? Now, so all this use, and I'm sure she'll come out and make a statement. Well, it's my show. It's my show. I was talking to you. It's my show. Now block you? Okay. Say less. I mean, the person asked to be blocked. You block them, right? You give them what they want. And I didn't even know that Logic said the N word. So is Logic mixed or he's white? If you do not resonate as a black person, to me, you should not be saying the N word. If you're partially, but first of all, if you're not black at all, you definitely should be saying it. But if you're partially black, but you resonate as white, you should not be saying the N word. Period. Black women, leave us out of it. So sick of their using their identity to shield them from questionable behavior. Doja is biracial, but she is not a black woman. Leave us out of it. She's being held accountable as a grown-ass woman for being weird. If Doja were a 26-year-old man, didn't I just say this? If Doja were a 26-year-old man in a 17-year-old girl's DM and the girl exposed it, regardless of the reasons, I doubt there would be anyone hollering how she was wrong for posting the DMs. I just said that. Shout out to Complex. Doja has always been a self-hating weirdo, and Noah just exposed her for being a possible creep slash predator. Her claiming she couldn't find Joseph DMs was a straight up lie. His page and DMs are easy to access. To put a child you claim is a stranger in the middle of your trying to get D is even weirder. I'm sure she's attracted to Joseph, but she didn't need to use Noah to try and get at him. It was obviously inappropriate. I personally believe she was trying to develop a relationship with Noah, and this was her way of starting conversation with him. There's another person who said what I said. Shout out to Chanel Blue. She's trying to victimize herself because she comes off like a creep, and she knows it. If everything was innocent, then what was she so mad about? And let's keep in mind, we only saw the messages Noah posted. Is this not what I said? I'm sure there was plenty more that may make her look worse. No way in hell should a grown-ass woman be beefing with or messaging a minor that isn't family or considered family. Thank you. My God, some smart women. Thank you. Yeah, she would fit right in perfect with Stranger Things, right? Thank you. You can't be black when it's convenient. All right? You can't be black when it's convenient. She can't be, well, she dates so and she likes so and so because she's mixed. And that's her preference. But then when you're caught up in something, then she's no longer mixed. Now she's black and she's getting villainized because she's black. No. I'm telling you right now, my cousin around 19 dating a 26-year-old. She looked young and acted young. She didn't know her age, blah, blah, blah. And that was just the first page. Shout out to Lipstick Alley, man. I usually don't agree with a lot of their threads, but they do have mostly everybody's on there, so you don't get just that Twitter, that Black Twitter one section, or that Stan Twitter section, because that's mostly who's defending her. Stan Twitter. She's bringing up the fact that he's a kid, but didn't have a problem with DMing him about her co-star. And I love the way she tried to say, that snake stuff, trying to get everybody off of that. Oh, that's weasel. That's borderline weasel shit. That's borderline snake shit. She reminds me of Brittany Renner so much. Whenever they get caught in something, and I love Brittany Renner, but whenever I'm saying Jemima with Brittany Renner, and I think Brittany Renner's mixed too, if I'm not mistaken. She's mixed with something. I don't know whether she's mixed with black, but I thought Brittany Renner was mixed. But whenever they get caught in something, they start trying to do this Belle Biv DeVoe tactic and try to make you seem like you're weird and like you're wrong. And because Brittany Renner is a master manipulator and talker, that's the same energy Doja Cat gives me. She's a master manipulator, and she can manipulate with her words. They give me the same energy. By the time you finish listening to Brittany, you're like, oh shit. And Brittany is another one who call men niggas, but she dates black men. I think that's all she dates. So it's weird with Doja Cat calling black men, saying the word nigga and referring to her man as nigga and men as niggas when she don't date niggas. That's the difference between her and Brittany Renner. I don't know if Brittany Renner has even dated a white guy. That's like a white girl who only dates black men but calls them honky or calls them crackers. Would that make sense? I don't want to hear that excuse. I don't want to hear that excuse because she is not the first or only black or biracial person whose father abandoned them. And let's not forget that we never listened to his story. We just go by what she says. He totally denies that he abandoned her. But we just take her word for it. But he totally denied it. But of course, we don't care about him. He's not Doja Cat. We don't know. Her humiliation ritual. First of all, let's not mention that person. But since you brought the name up, that person is not in the industry. They know no one in the industry. They've never spent 5 minutes in the industry. So they would not know if it's a humiliation ritual or not. I'll just put it to you like that. The only people that know about entertainment humiliation rituals are either the entertainer, the elite, or someone who knows someone that was involved in it or who was involved in it. Bloggers and regular YouTubers who never spent a day in the industry probably don't even know a celebrity. They're not going to know whether this is a humiliation ritual or not. They're just simply guessing and they're trying to get a click. That's all. Now, you can take that for what you want to do with it. They're just simply trying to get a click and try to, in a way, defend her for her actions and say, oh, this isn't really her being creepy. This is just a humiliation ritual that she has to go through. And they're just hoping to find some sort of reason for why Doja Cat would DM a 17-year-old. They sure wasn't saying that was Drake's humiliation ritual when Billie Eilish and Millie Bobby Brown put out there that he tweeted them. Nobody said, oh, this is Drake's humiliation ritual. Don't worry about it. You know? You have to remember, when people have agendas, when people build their channel on pandering, agendas, and favoritism, they're always going to defend the people that they attract to their channel. So if you built your channel on defending certain people and dragging certain people, you're going to continue to post those because you're going to continue to get the amount of views you're getting because you're pandering to a certain audience. So you're always going to see Drake getting dragged, Doja getting defended, Queen of Rap getting defended, Cardi getting dragged, Megan getting dragged, Sweetie getting dragged, because that's what they produce, and that's what the people that go to their channels like. They like drama. They like seeing people get dragged. They like seeing certain people get pandered to. And they go over there and call that real news and call that unbiased news, when hardly any of it's ever factual. It's mostly all opinionated and created. But if that's what people like, that's what they like. I'm not going to do that, though. People tell me all the time, oh, you should. No. If that's the way I have to get subs and views, I'll pass. I'm going to give to my audience facts and stats. That's all I'm going to do. And my opinion, I'm going to say is my opinion, and I'm going to base my opinion on facts. I don't just come out with an opinion. That's not an opinion. That's called a hot take. When you come out with something and you it's not based on facts at all, right? That's a hot take. That's not an opinion. Right. It wasn't a humiliation ritual for R. Kelly. Exactly. They didn't come defend him. He was just a psycho and a pedo. Right? Drake, the same thing. Oh, he's a creep. But when it happens to Doja Cat, it's a humiliation ritual. Don't worry about it. It's just a humiliation ritual because she's so successful. Okay. Melody Pure. Okay, including this channel. So are you talking about my channel? Hold on. Let me see something. She think I was a pass. You're talking about my channel? So you said everybody with a platform to influence. I don't try to influence anybody. Who do I try to influence? I don't try to influence anybody. I'm not an influencer. I'm a content creator. Anyway, so my whole take on this is this. We will see her come out. We still haven't seen Noah make a statement. We're going to see her come out because she's going to be forced to make a statement. And she's going to say, I didn't know he was 17. If you look back at my other clip, I thought he was at least 21. If he was 17, I would have never DM'd him. That's why she carefully picked that age, 21. That's why she carefully picked that age. Yep. But if I said that, oh, you're a hater. How dare you say Doja Cat worships the devil? Right? I've heard her on several occasions say Nicki Minaj does rituals. Can you imagine if I said that? Could you imagine if I said Nicki Minaj is doing symbolism and doing rituals? Can you imagine if I said that? Right? Right. That's what I'm saying, JJ. We're not going to get on her, but like I said, that's an agenda. That's called a niche. That's a niche creator. That's called a niche. When you jump in during, it's just like during the election. You saw all of these pro-Trump, black conservative, QAnon type takes and pages. You saw them getting thousands and hundred thousands of views and clicks. And then everybody started doing it. Why? Because it was a niche. And they knew that everybody was on that, so they were going to all be getting clicks and views. But now that Trump lost the election, where are all those pages? You don't see them anymore, do you? If you notice, where's all the QAnon pages? Where's all of the content creators that was fending for Trump and saying there was going to be this and Obama's going to be arrested and this person's going to be exploited and this person's going to be executed, and it's happening on this date, and John F. Kennedy Jr. is still alive, and Michael Jackson is still alive. Where are all those pages now? You notice they disappeared after they got everybody's money? Did you notice that? You notice QAnon disappeared? You don't really hear about them anymore. Those same content creators that made hundreds of thousands of dollars, some even made millions. Everybody was talking about them, putting them on talk shows, interviewing them. They was running live chats where you were spending $100 to hear some of them. And people were doing it. People were doing it. You don't hear them anymore. Oh, Obama's not dead anymore? So Obama's not dead anymore. Because I was hearing back then Obama was dead. And that's not really Obama. That's CGI walking around. That's CGI. That's not really Obama. They're using CGI. And Sean, here's the thing. It's not a fact that I don't drag Cardi, but I drag Cardi when it's needed. Anybody that has been in my lives will know. Have I ever once said Cardi B was talented? I never once said that. Have I ever once referred to Cardi B as the best rapper? No. Have I ever once said she was the queen of rap? No. Have I ever said she was the best lyrically? No. Have I ever put her on the Mount Rushmore? No. So, and I held her responsible for thank you, Blake, for anything that she should be held responsible for. When she said to that person, oh, that's why your child is dead, I dragged Cardi B. Dragged Cardi B. Because she should have been dragged. When she said, when she threw the shoe at the Fashion Week, I had a whole live dragging Cardi B. Because she should have been dragged. But what I'm not going to do is drag her for stuff she shouldn't be dragged for. That's what I'm not going to do. And that's where I differ from other people. That's why I differ from other people. Right? And I stay unbiased straight down the line. Since this whole court case has been going on, did I ever once blame Nicki Minaj for this thing, this court case she had? Did I ever once say that, yeah, she did DM that girl? Did I ever once say she did call that girl? No, because I don't know. I said the facts are going to come out. Same thing with Megan and Tory. People say I'm pro Megan because I said I'm not going to make my judgment right now. Because I refuse to call her a liar right now, people say, oh, you're biased. No. I said I'm going to wait until it's over to make to speak on it. Because we don't know what happened. We still don't know what happened. What's up? What's up? Shout out to the director. my brother Wes Clark, the other part of the IE network. Right, I drag the fan base. Make sure y'all follow him at the director on Instagram. I said any black artist. You drag Doja Cat because Doja Cat was the person that when they first tweeted about the soundtrack, who was they tweeting about? Were they tweeting about all the artists or they were tweeting about Doja Cat? The very first tweet about that soundtrack was Doja Cat is doing a song, Hound Dog. They didn't say Doja Cat and other black artists. No. When I first tweeted about it, I wasn't tweeting about the soundtrack. I was tweeting about Doja Cat. You see, you can't catch me. You can't catch me because I'm too thorough. You can't catch me because I'm too thorough and I'm too solid. So you can't catch me. I can't be caught. I can't be caught. I have always stated the same thing when it comes to artists. I tend to always try to be pro-woman. I try my best not to drag the women. Everybody's always dragging Chloe Bailey, Sweetie. Like these channels all drag the same person. They all drag Megan, Chloe, Normani, Sweetie, Cardi. And you have the channels that are pro Cardi as well. But if you search through the web, there are way more content creators that are anti-Cardi than pro-Cardi. And there's way more content creators that are anti-Megan. I'm talking about black content creators that are anti-Megan than pro-Megan. And you can go up and down the globe. You've got a few that are pro-Megan, but there are more that are anti-Megan. So I try to big up the women for the most part. I always big up Chloe Bailey. I always big up Normani. But if they make a dumb move professionally that I don't think, like, I call it out. Just like I called Cardi B or something very personal that I probably shouldn't have called her out on. I said, in my opinion, before I even knew she was pregnant, I said, in my opinion, I hope she don't have another baby. That was after she had the first baby. Until she gets further along with her career. I said she got away with having a baby early in her career. A lot of people don't survive that. When you look back at Lauryn Hill, the whole entire industry told Lauryn Hill not to have a kid. When Lauryn Hill had that kid, it ruined her career. So I'm talking from experience. Not a lot of people survive that. Having a kid right before as they're reaching stardom. Most of celebrities wait until they're fully established to have a kid. All right? I made a comment and said, man, I hope she don't get pregnant again. And then a lot of Barty gang ran back to her and told her. But that came out of my mouth. So you can't say I'm biased. Not me. Not me. I never dragged Nicki Minaj. If anybody sees that, go find it. Whenever people say you're anti-Nicki, go find a post, and they never can find it. They never can find it. No, I'm not kneecap sucking Nicki Minaj. When you don't kneecap suck Nicki Minaj, her stands say you're anti-Nicki. But when I say go find it, they never can find it. So when her fans, I'm not talking about you, Lady Tifa, when her fans say you hate Nicki, why? How did you come to that conclusion? Because you're always dragging her. Okay. Find me an example of dragging her. Look on my videos and find where I drag. How can I drag someone that every single day I say is the GOAT? How can I drag someone that I said is the 5-flow dynamo? How can I drag someone that I say is one of the most beautiful black celebrities in the world? Never talk about her fake butt. You never see me talk about her fake butt. You never see me talk about her surgeries. Never. Never. Did I put up anything about her performance? Shading her performance? I didn't make not one video saying what she was doing, what she looked like. Nothing. But a lot of other people did. I never once said, oh, she looks so and so. No, I didn't. I even got on Hulu and said they used her fans. Right. I mean, well, Lady Tifa, let's say the main ones, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. You might be right. You might be right. I'm not sure because I know I wasn't. So you might be right. Anyway, like I said, we don't want to lose traction of what it is. It's been almost 2 hours. I'm going to be ending this soon. Just a couple of more comments, and now the string is up to like 13 pages. Right? I've always told everyone her stands are delusional and will perform mental Olympics before holding their problematic butterface mid-meme music making fave accountable. And yet again, here we are. Perched and sitting for the mess. Any possibility, and I use the word very loosely, of Doja becoming Rihanna, Britney level pop star has been canceled. At most, we may see her achieve Katy Perry or Fergie. Here's that name. How many times? Thank you, Terra Tubby 1. What did I tell everyone DOJACAT was 2 years ago. What did I call her? Anybody that's watched my stream and live, what did I call Doja Cat when everyone was saying, she's like the second coming to Nicki Minaj? She's the princess of rap. What did I say Doja Cat was? Thank you, N-E-W. She is a rich man's Fergie. She's a rich man's Fergie. Thank you, Susie. I try to be different and give every woman their own day. So that way, on that day, we can praise that female, that woman. I didn't do that for none of the men. I gave Doja Cat one. I gave Megan, Cardi, Nicki. Hell, I even gave Tay Money one. I gave Saweetie. I gave Tay Money one, not because it was requested, because that's my favorite female rap. Exactly. She is a rich man's Fergie. What makes her rhymes ain't no better than Fergie's rhymes. And no one considered Fergie as the princess of pop. And she sold 6 million albums. When I said Doja Cat was a rich man Fergie, the Fergie fans dragged me. They said, don't compare that girl to Fergie until she sells 6 million albums. And God knows how many with the Black Eyed Peas. How dare you call Doja Cat? The Fergie fans got my ass. And said when she sells 6 million albums on a solo album, then you can mention her in the same breath as Fergie. She is a mixture of Lady Gaga, Fergie, Gwen Stefani, and Nicki Minaj. Lady Gaga, Fergie, Gwen Stefani, and Nicki Minaj. If you put those 4 women, right, into a pot, right, and you add an ounce of narrative, give me a spoonful of brainwash, and while you're at it, give me just a pinch of delusion. And mix it all up. You're going to pull Doja Cat out. You're going to pull Doja Cat out of a pot. And we're not even going to get into the whole Doja Cat phenomenon. Another day, another time. Another day, another time. We're just talking about this. And like I said, you can prepare for a statement because she's going to have to make one if she ain't made one already. She's going to have to make one. And she's going to say she had no idea that the dude was 17. She had no idea that the dude was 17. So that's what we're going on. We will see what she comes out and says. She had 40. She's a street past her with total records and singles. We're living in a single era. We're not. She did not surpass Fergie in albums. Fergie sold 6 million albums. Planet Her has sold 1 million. Now it's totally different. You get credit for every single record, and they add up all the records, all the single streams. It's not like when Fergie sold 6 million albums. Totally different game. That's like saying so-and-so has more points than so-and-so. Well, when they were playing basketball, there was no three-point shot. But the person that they're saying has more points had the three-point shot. It's not the same. Couple of more of these. I'm going to go to page 13. She villainized herself. Where's her PR? Exactly. Where's your PR at, sis? Where's your PR at? Here's today. Not this BS again. All right, a lot of y'all non-black people getting very weird about this Doja thing. It's not that serious. They're doing what? Calling her slurs when she's not even really wrong. So back in 2020, remember when people said this is what she posted in 2020. Remember when people said I was black when I had a number one alongside 3 other black women? But now the same people want to say I'm white. Maybe I'm not the one here with identity issues. That was July 21st, 2020. Mixed people have the right to identify however they want. She doesn't identify as black, so she is mixed. Oh, man. She's mid-20s. She's not mid-20s. What is she, 26? That's no longer mid-20s. She's on the other side of mid. So you've had some Doja Cat defenders now come to the page. Look, how y'all don't consider her black? She just whitewashed because she's raised by her white side. But she's still a black woman at the end of the day. She's not even white passing. But then y'all act confused as to when biracial kids have identity issues. If she's a black woman, why isn't she a black woman all the time? Why isn't she a black woman all the time? But that isn't true. Here's another defender, Layani. But that isn't true. I know black people and African people who would not consider her or people like her black. Just because you say that doesn't make it true. Maybe when the one drop rule was prevalent, sure, I could see, but in 2022, biracial people are seen differently. A lot of biracial people are pushing to create their own category on the census. But if she's going to be biracial, I agree with that. But if she's going to be biracial, then she has to be biracial all the time. They doing what? I'm argumentative, but you have been replying to me. Okay. Generic. Where's one? Let me read one of the defenders. Your reach. Okay. After the person said exactly how female predators or woman with predatory behavior believe, you're reaching with this. How this make her a pedophile? If anything, it makes her childish because she had to ask someone to hook her up with someone she could have easily DM'd herself. This person obviously doesn't get it. The person didn't say she was a predator. She said this is how female predators or women with predatory like behavior walk around in plain sight. She said female predators use that tactic. She didn't say she was a predator. She said this is how female predators or women with predatory like behavior walk around in plain sight. Because they use the whole I'm going to innocently DM a 17-year-old. LSA has this weird habit. Oh, I read that one. Women that say they're 30, she mid-20s. Well, she's going on 27. So she's no longer mid-20s. I know who wouldn't consider me black or deny my Africanness. Who cares? I'm still black. Race as a social political structure. It's not about personal opinion. It's political, based on general consensus. It is strictly upheld, and you said it yourself, pushing to create, so it doesn't exist. All right. My final take on her is, again, I say keep the same energy with everybody. If you are mixed, it is not that you're mixed. It is not the complexion you are. If you are mixed, if you carry yourself as a black man, I consider you black if you're mixed with black. If you're mixed with black, I consider you a black person. A mean spirit? Who is this idiot? Flying Dragon 777. You're saying I'm a dog with a mean spirit? Oh, she will. She will, because if white people don't drag her, black people certainly won't. Oh, I'm a hater. How am I a hater? How am I? Hold on, hold on. And you got to show your face too. Here we go. There we go. There's the link. Come on with your camera and explain how I'm a hater. Has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with that. That age shit don't bother me. That age shit don't bother me. Trying to smear her. I'm not smearing her. She did it to herself. What are you talking about? Come on, bring your ugly ass on camera and say that to my face. Think that age stuff is gonna bother me? Come on, man. You in your feelings, you a young woman without plausible cause. What I was just reading on a website. How am I smearing a young woman? How am I smearing when I was reading all those comments were not my comments. I was reading off of a website. You don't even know what you want to say. If you're not going to if you're going to be a coward and not click the site, get up out of here. Hiding behind, trying to be a mouse pad mobster. Get your ugly ass up out of here, pussy. And facts, you're going to stop spamming my live. You said that about 100 times. You said that 100 times. Oh, we Zulu people in Africa. Okay, we heard you. Don't give a damn about Zulu people. So what? Who's my moderator that's left in here? I think Dolly left. Miss Char, get facts up out of here, please. Exactly. What does it have? Oh, us Zulu people, we like our unga bunga bunga. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. Miss Char, please get them out of here. Goonie Google your ass up out of here. Miss Char, get facts out of here. Take your fucking plate in the lip, bone in the nose, ass up out of here. What's up, Agent Mendoza? Oh, man. Let's see. Before we go, let's take a look on Twitter. Let's see if Doja Cat has said anything. Anybody know if she's responded? Shout out to all the people doing their thing down at Wireless. Shout out, man. For real, for real. I heard y'all doing your thing up there. Oh, man. People shouting out Cardi's show. Nikki comes on Sunday. That whole thing with the fight, there was no fight. All right? There was no fight. All right. Cardi B did not get into a fight with someone. Someone attempted to grab her mic when she was rapping, and she plucked them over the head with it. It wasn't a fight. Nobody tried to grab her hair. That's another false narrative out there. No one tried to grab her hair. They tried to grab her mic. An overzealous fan tried to grab her mic, and she popped them with it. There was no fight. There was no altercation. So I want to thank everybody that came in here and was respectful. Great topic, great decision. We'll see what happens. I personally don't. Chloe's album got shelved because she was talking to another label. No, that is not why Chloe's album got shelved. Chloe's album got shelved for the exact same reason that I told y'all. Do not believe people when they say her album got shelved because she's flopping. That is not the case. Because first of all, Have Mercy did not flop. If you let people say, if you let people that create their own narrative that she's flopping, they'll can have you convinced that Have Mercy flopped. Have Mercy did not flop. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is her album got pushed back, not even really shelved. Her album got pushed back because she jumped protocol. She went on an interview with a YouTuber and pretty much started exposing the way she gets paid, started exposing her contract, and everyone knows her as Beyonce's protege. And regardless of what label she's on, everyone knows she's signed to Beyonce first and a production deal. She's signed to Parkwood, no matter what label she's on. So they're going to look at it as Beyonce's ripping her off. Just like they did with all of the Diddy people. Anyone that was signed to Diddy, they wasn't necessarily on Bad Boy Records. They was under Bad Boy for management, right? But they were on another label. But people think of them as being signed to Diddy. So Diddy's ripping them off. So everyone's going to think that Beyonce's ripping Chloe off. And she might be. But the point is, Chloe was not supposed to be saying that in public. Because she said a lot of stuff that a lot of people did not know. And there's certain things you're supposed to keep behind the scenes. And from what I was told, Jay-Z came to Beyonce and he was hot. And he was hot. And he said, she's going to mess your brand up. Why is she out here telling people that she's not getting paid and your record contract is like a loan and producers don't get paid for this? That she's going to deter people from signing with you. You're trying to build yourself a roster and try to build a brand as a production company. Well, if people think that one of your main artists are getting jerked, they're not going to want to work with you. She needs to be smacked a little bit, not literally, for her to keep her mouth shut. And if you notice that recent live, I want to tell you guys everything, but I can't. You see? Because Beyonce done got her and told her to close your fucking mouth. Stop telling personal business to the public. Doing too much. Because what's happening is Chloe is one of those people that unfortunately listens to social media. And she hear people saying, oh, she's flopping because she's not in touch with her fans and she needs to be more personal with her fans. She sees people saying that that's the advantage she has over Normani. Say that Normani's flopping because she's not personal with her fans. So Chloe's like, oh man, I got to make sure I get personal with my fans so that way I can keep the edge over Normani. So what way to get more personal with my fans than to tell them to be transparent? That's the word they try to use. Transparent. I'm going to be transparent with them. Well, you told them a little too much. You told them a little too much. So I think everybody will get that. That's the reason why her album got pushed back. You know, the same reason why Nicki was tired. They have not been performing. You have to build up stamina, and I agree with that. NEW. See, that's the reason why I said in my video when people, of course, didn't listen to the reasoning. In my video, I said Megan Thee Stallion is going to have the best performance. Why? Because Megan has been performing and her stamina is up and she ain't going to run out of breath. She knows how to pace herself now because she's been performing for 2 years, wherein Cardi and Nicki Minaj have not really been performing. So if they get tired, that's reasonable. That's reasonable for them to get tired because they have not been performing. And if you haven't been doing something for a long time, you're going to get tired. If you have not worked out forever, right? If you have not worked out forever, Chloe produced Ungodly Hour. Right, she produced Ungodly Hour, but she was basically saying she didn't get paid for the production of Ungodly Hour because in her contract, you can't get paid for producing for a group. That's what she said. So people have not been performing. They're going to be tired. They're going to be tired. Megan Thee Stallion has built her stamina up. She's not really going to get tired because she's used to it. She's been traveling over the world. She's been doing shows every night. Here one night, there the next night, there one night, there the next night. Going on stage with Dua Lipa. Her show is already seasoned. She's already a seasoned performer. That's why I have no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. And I said, Cardi's, on the video, I said, Cardi's going to be the most energetic. Her performance is going to bring the most energy. Nicki, because she got the bigger fan base, she's going to have the louder crowd and the liver crowd. And I said Megan is going to have the best performance. And all of those were reasonable predictions based on what I see and what we know. Right, but your thing is a diss. You see what I'm saying? And people take that. Oh, you're dissing Nicki. You see what I'm saying? They just want it to be. They want me, and then they'll call that. See, there you go, dragging Nicki again. I said she's gonna have the livest crowd. Because she has the bigger fan base. Is that not a fact? Is that not a fact? Cardi B brings a lot of energy. Throw a wig into the crowd, throws her shoes into the crowd, jumps into the crowd. Mostly, she's going to probably be the only act doing that. She's going to probably be the only. Like if there was somebody doing a crowd surf, Cardi would be that one. You're not going to see Megan's big ass crowd surfing. And Nicki too bougie. You know Nicki ain't crowd surfing. Nicki's going to be like, first of all, they are not touching my ass. I do not know where their hands has been. That ain't happening. So Nicki ain't crowd surfing. Right? Megan big ass ain't crowd surfing. Cardi B would be that one to pull her wig off, throw her wig into the crowd, jump in the crowd and crowd surf. She would be that person. That's why I said her show is going to be the most energetic. And correct, Sean. Nicki's never been a major performer. I've seen Nicki live about 5 times. There was only one show where I could be like, yo, Nicki was really, really good. And I think it was a show in Miami where I thought she was at the top that I've ever seen her perform. I was like, man, she had the most choreography I've seen her do. Like she didn't forget no words that night. Like she wasn't lip sync, like her record wasn't playing. Like I was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. That's the only time that I've ever seen Nicki give a top notch performance. The other times were just okay. But performing is not her strong. That's not her strong point, and that's okay. Everybody's got a weakness. That's not her strong point. You know? But that's the reason why I said her crowd would be the livest, because they don't care how she performs. She's got a loyal fan base that don't care how she performs. They're gonna still say, "Oh, she was hot. Nicki was dope. That performance was everything." They're not gonna come and say, "Oh, Nicki was terrible." Her fan base is still gonna say she was the best performer. So that's why I said her crowd is gonna be the livest. But Megan has been more seasoned. She's been the one performing. She's not going to run out of breath. She's going to have stamina. That's why I said her performance is going to be the best. She's going to twerk, dance, rap, freestyle. That's why her performance is going to be the best. And she's not going to run out of breath. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here. I got people calling me. I'm trying to call you and you're not answering. I'm on live. For anybody who cash at me, the cash app is Heaven Hollywood. For people who did cash at me, I thank you. I thank you. Ty, thank you for the cash app. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat is down below. For anybody who super chat, that's always a blessing. Like I said, I'm gonna have to start hitting up some of Lovely T's audience because they be blessing Lovely T. I gotta find a way, Dolly. We're gonna have to go sit in Lovely T's live, and I'm gonna have to start hitting up the crowd. Like, yo, come to the Heaven Hollywood podcast because y'all be paying a brother. Gee whiz. Lovely T don't even need YouTube payments. Imagine what her tech look like from YouTube. When she combine it with her fans, with her followers. I was sitting her live one night. She must have cleared $3,000 just from the cash apps and the what's it called? ah, shout out to Lovely T. What? What? Fuck with you, cause you didn't respect me. Woo! Fuck you, cause you didn't respect me. I go, hi, cuz. Hey, y'all. Let me make sure I got my screens up, honey. Oh man, I love me some Lovely T, boy. Yeah, I love, I love Lovely T. I watch her just to see that dance. Hey, I know, but Jay-Z's over 50 years old. Jay-Z's over 50 years old though. You gotta cut him some slack. Even though Ronnie DeVoe is over 50 years old too, but people say, how come New Edition don't run out of breath? New Edition been performing their whole life. New Edition been performing their whole life. You know? Shout out to Iggy Azalea's new butt. Y'all see Iggy's new behind? Lord, have mercy. Right, exactly. Megan Thee Stallion is not for all y'all that hate Megan. Y'all know good and damn well that is all woman. All woman. If Megan Thee Stallion's a man, I'm gay. And I will happily say it. If Megan Thee Stallion is a man, I'm gay. And everybody knows that ain't true. But if Megan Thee Stallion is a man, if Megan Pete is a man, I'm gay. See my comment on Mariah. Hold on. Let me look up, see what my assistant said. Mariah Carey wears expensive things in the snow and loves her diva image, but seems sad inside. She has her liquor and bacon company. She just got Writers Hall of Fame 2022. She is not big anymore. Interesting. Right. No, Nikki just gotta get her stamina up. That's all. She gotta perform a couple of shows, and then I'm sure she won't still be running out of breath. Once she goes on tour and she gets her stamina back up, just like I said, when you working out every day, right? And you stop working out, let's say for 6 months, when you go back to the treadmill after 6 months, after a half hour, you're gonna be tired because your body isn't used to it anymore. So that's all. Like I said, me personally, as far as the pregnancy thing, I predicted months ago that this year, I don't know when, just my opinion, this year, I think she's going to be pregnant again. I don't know whether she's pregnant now. I wasn't one of the people who said, "Oh, she's pregnant," because I don't know. She could have just been bloated or whatever. So I don't know whether she's pregnant now. I do feel as though, judging on what she said in the past, judging on she's turning 40 next year or this year, whenever she's turning 40, I believe she's going to try to have another baby and soon. Because even though women do it, I know when people say, oh, women have kids past 40 all the time. I didn't say that they didn't. But if you Google what is the age that is considered high risk pregnancy, it's 40 and over. It's considered high risk. Not to say it can't be done. Not to say people don't do it. But it's high risk. It's just like saying running a red light. Not to say that if you run a red light, you're going to definitely hit somebody, but it is a risk that you could. It's a risk that if you run a stop sign, you could hit someone. It's a bigger risk that you hit someone on the street running a stop sign than if you don't run one. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to hit someone if you run a stop sign, but it's a bigger risk that you could hit someone. So it's not saying that she can't have a child past 40, but it's a bigger risk that she can. That's all. What are you talking about? What? She vouched for a black. What? What are you talking about? What? She must have been somebody that got blocked. Because the only comment I see is, if you don't believe me, she vouched for a black woman getting a job in a club. What are you talking about? So you must have got blocked. Nobody's talking about Marilyn Monroe no more. And nobody is talking about Marilyn Monroe liking black people. I never said that Doja Cat didn't like black people. I said Doja Cat and the industry don't want her dating black men. Just like how I said Marilyn Monroe never went public with a black man. I never said she didn't like black people. She was roommates with Dorothy Dandridge. Of course she liked black people. And she liked black men, but she just couldn't be public with them. Anyway, all right, y'all. Thank you, Miss Char. Thank you, Chrisman, Thornbirds, NEW, Tan S, Talking Faces, JL Lit, Kelsey Live, XA, thank you. Lady Tiffa, some good points. Iron Riaz, some good points. Marcel, of course, as always. Thank you for your support. Sexy 60, probably not in here anymore. Tori, thank you for being here first. Everybody, as I'm scrolling up. Sean, great points. Of course, the best assistant in the world, Dolly Official. If y'all got any questions, hit my assistant up. Let's see. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, which is Heaven Hollywood _Clark. Follow my brother, also of IE Network, at the director. Tan, thank you. All the people I was in here trying to deter the live and trying to be non-objective, I thank you too for your time. Everyone who I did not get, it's not because I'm not trying to get you. NEW, what makes Fashion Lover. PYT24, even though I think I kicked you out. Not sure. CC Feisty, I think I blocked you. But thank you for your time. Shamika Moore. Like I said, Sean, Christian. Oh, Ashanti, of course. Let me be great. Anybody else? I thank you for your time. It was over 2 hours long. I know y'all got stuff to do, so I'm going to let y'all go. Don't forget to check out my videos on the IE Network, which is YouTube. You hear me? Miss Char, I love you. Thornbirds. Oh, thank you, Thornbirds. Iron Riaz, I appreciate you. Okay, talking faces. I get your point now. Okay, got you, got you. So you're saying she's different. She has made. This is the last one I'm gonna read. So Doja Cat goes beyond a preference. She has made derogatory and disparaging remarks in her songs about black people. That's the problem with Doja Cat. She does not like black people until it was convenient. Wow, I didn't know that. Black community still stopped supporting Doja Cat's music. Thank you, Rob B. All right, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all a lot more than you'll ever know. Appreciate you. Check out my YouTube video. I'll probably drop one today. This is gonna go up. Y'all can rewatch it. Take care of your families. God bless you and your family. Be safe out there. Always watch what's around you. When you come in your door at night, don't just swing your door open and close it and walk into the kitchen and close your door. Always, when you walk into your door, turn around and close your door. Just in case there's been somebody watching you, somebody followed you, somebody snuck up your steps, somebody came in behind you and you didn't know. That's safety 101. When you get into your car, especially at nighttime, even I do it in the daytime, you get into your car. The moment you get into your car, the first thing you should do is please lock your doors, all of them. Don't get into the car, start fiddling around in your glove compartment to get that, get this, get that, with your door unlocked. Because too many people pull up on you and swing that door open and you got. So please, the first thing you should do when you get into your car, especially at night, especially by yourself, lock your doors immediately. When you're walking by yourself, please have something in your hand to defend yourself, especially women who are walking alone. If you're walking alone, women that take public transportation, please don't have headsets on where you can't hear. If you're taking the subway, if you're taking the bus, the train, the local train, the street train, please have them headphones down low enough for you to hear someone, please. Women traveling and going home at night, if you don't have to stop for gas, don't. Don't. If you are on your way to work and you know you're going to need gas and you're saying, I'll just stop for gas later tonight, and you get off 10, 11 o'clock, get the gas before you go to work, please. All right? So, with that being said, I wish everyone a great day.